Hi, it's Paul. I wanted to talk about something today that I just heard my mentor talk about actually. Guy's making $250,000 a month, and he was talking about perception. And the way he talked about it was just, by the time he got done with this video and watching what, and listening to what he was talking, I mean, you could totally visualize and see exactly what he was saying, and it was phenomenal. It was awesome. By the end of that exercise, wow, I was just taken aback a little bit, and I wanted to share it with you. But I'm not going to tell you the story exactly how he says it. I want you to go watch it yourself. So I'll be putting that link in the bottom of this video so you can go watch it yourself. Now you have to stick with what he's saying because he doesn't say it right away. You kind of have to go through the whole entire video to really get the whole experience. It's very, very exciting. But what he's talking about is perception, and I'm just going to summarize it because I'm not going to go through the whole visualization thing. But he's talking about perception, and I've talked about this before. Where let's say that you have a level 4 personal development. You have level 4 development. You've taken the time, you've done reading, you've done audios, you've been learning, you've been doing masterminds, and actually, let me back that up. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's say you have a low level of development. So you have a low level of development, and you have, let's say, a level 6 problem. So you're down here like level 4, level 3, whatever, and you have this level 6 problem up here. Well, to you, because you don't have the development, you haven't taken the time to do the audios, you haven't taken the time to really change the way you think, and you have this lower level of development, this problem looks mammoth. It looks huge, right? Now let's flip that. Let's say you have a level 10 of development. Like, you have been doing the audios, you have been reading the books, you have been to the conferences, the seminars, you've been doing masterminds, you've been really focusing on improving yourself. Now you have this level 6 problem. You're just sitting there, level 6 problem. Well, that level 6 problem is no longer a problem because you have this level of development, and you can see that, this is not a problem. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is how successful people view problems. They're not really problems. They're stepping stones to getting to where they want to go. Thomas Edison, who failed, thousands of times to invent the incandescent light bulb, every time he failed, he didn't view it as a problem. He viewed it as a success, a stepping stone to get closer to his goal, which was inventing the incandescent light bulb. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. So in this video, I'm just going to do it real nutshell. Imagine you're looking at this big mountain right in front of you. It's right in front of you. You see this big, huge mountain. It just looks enormous. And basically, this mountain represents something that we have manifested in our minds. We have made up, basically. Maybe it doesn't even exist, and I'm going to explain. So stay with me here. So you have this big mountain right in front of you, and to you it looks huge. To you it just looks, how am I ever going to get past this thing? This thing's totally standing right in my way. But then you take a step back. And when you take a step back, you start to realize that, the mountain looks a little smaller. Then you take another step back. And now you realize, and this is the example he used, it's just a speck, just a little dot on the end of a football. So it's just a little speck on the end of a football. So I'm not going to go through the whole visual process because he does it so well. I'm just going to destroy it. I'm not going to do a very good job on it, so I'm not going to try. But we're talking about perception here. So if you're up close and all you see is this big, huge mountain, you step back, it's not so big anymore. That mountain has just disappeared. Now it's this little tiny speck. on the end of a football. And he goes even further. He goes, okay, take another step back. And now you're above the stadium and you're looking down and you don't even see the ball. You don't even see the speck on the ball, you know. So you don't even see the problem. The problem does not exist. I highly recommend watching that video. Like I said, I'm going to put the link on the bottom of this video. So just the lesson I took from this was many times we invent problems. Many times we have mountains in front of us, but these mountains don't actually exist. They are fabricated within our mind, within our lack of belief that they're there, they're in our way. When in fact, they're not. So maybe you have a mountain that's holding you back. Maybe you have a mountain that is right, staring you right straight in the face, and you're like, how am I ever going to get over that thing? Well, take a step back. It's how you perceive. It's how you perceive. I know there are many times in my life where I have perceived there to be problems that weren't really that big, but I made them out to be this big thing. We all do it. So definitely check out that video. I hope you got some value here. Please like, share, and comment on it. And I will see you on the next video.